Ayekwi Niknau Brook. I'm from the Yurok and Karuk tribes in Northern California, and my decision to come here is based on the salmon and where I'm from, because we have large water issues where I'm from and having our water diverted to Sacramento and down south with their drought, especially with the Trinity River, which is the main river that feeds the Klamath. And with us, when the fish don't get enough water, they start dying. And like 2002, we had a huge fish kill where, I don't want to say any specific statistics so you guys don't, it's not wrong, but the government estimates about 30,000, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot more than that, just because of me personally being there and walking up and down the riverbanks and seeing, lines and lines of dead salmon up on the river. And it shouldn't be like that, because the gills are all rotted and stuff, so not even the bears can eat them. And it's just really disheartening, because salmon's really what our whole culture is centered around, salmon and acorns. And they need water as much as we need them. And it's just crazy to think that we have so many dams on the Klamath River. I think there's 7 of them, Iron Gate being the biggest one and the farthest south. That one's fortunately going to be removed in 2020, even though they're pushing back the date very soon. And so it'll be longer. But, we have to struggle and fight, and we protest almost every year, either in Portland or Sacramento, to try to get more water released so the fish can breathe. Because like this year at our salmon festival, there wasn't any salmon served there. We didn't have any commercial fishing, which a lot of people rely on. And it's just really frustrating to see us fight so hard for these salmon, and farmers getting priority over us, towns who are wasting their water getting priority over us, when we have been there for so long and have been taking care of the salmon and been living with the salmon as they've been taking care of us too. And salmon don't have a voice, but we do. But our voices so often get shut down. And I think this is great because, when you have so many people here, it's hard to shut their voices down. And it's hard not to be heard when we're all coming together. And I think that's something a lot of people weren't expecting, is all these tribes, and a lot of tribes who weren't even friendly with each other for lots of years are now coming together to say, water is life. This is important to us. And, it's not just this tribe who's having troubles. A lot of people are here because their own tribes are having trouble, like we are with like the Navajo and arsenic and the uranium poisoning. And just seeing that the Indigenous nations are all being taken advantage of, and that finally that we can come together and try to make a stance. And then I think, at least personally, we're hoping that when we're giving our support to these people, then maybe when our time comes that they'll give their support to us, and we can come together as a larger Native nation, like we have never before, and try to get more attention out to our issues. And because this is not only for us, but this is for the earth, for our grandchildren, for our great-grandchildren, for our great-great-grandchildren, and like even the other people who haven't been here for thousands of years, their grandchildren are going to be here too. And they need to start taking into consideration what they do now has a large impact on what their grandchildren live and the life they live. And, we can't live one without the earth, and we need each other. And it seems like right now, especially with like this oil pipeline, and just like these corporations are taking advantage of us. And corporations don't see the future. They only see the present and the now. And we really need to stand up and fight back, and that's why I'm here, is to help be a protector with the rest of the tribe here. One thing my parents are really concerned about me coming here, because I came alone, actually, and I'm only 20 years old, and I've never been to North Dakota before, and I don't have my own car. But I found a ride up here, and they're concerned about like what they've been seeing on the news and media about how about the guard dogs and the pepper spray, and me being on the front lines and being attacked or being arrested. And I came here like being prepared, like maybe this is something I'm gonna have to deal with. Who am I gonna contact if something bad happens to me? But I'd say like 98% of the time here, maybe 99% of the time here, it's just really peaceful. People are just living their lives, connecting, sharing culture. A lot of the movement, I feel like, is putting spirituality into the ground and putting our prayers into this area. and then the other part of it's the direct action part, where we're trying peacefully but forcefully stop what is happening. And some of those people have been taken to jail, obviously, or have gone hurt, but that's not what it's like most of the time. Most of it's just community building and trying to understand different cultures. And I think that's the part that's very misrepresented in the media, because it's exciting to see, the dogs attack people and whatnot. And it's horrible and it does happen, but it seems like it's very rare, especially now that they're still laying pipeline, but a lot of it stopped, especially on the burial ground part.